Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another great night of Counter-Strike Confederation. I am your friendly neighborhood Smokey, and alongside me is Bible Clinger for the night. And we've got a surprise doubleheader over here with the Hacker Heaven, H4K, Tilted Togglers. They've got a rematch, or I should say a reschedule, and this first game for theirs is going to be on Nuke. And they're getting sliced and diced apart as they push through hell, it looks like. But we've got a couple of lurkers with DeProyce and Beta Xander. But yeah, Tilted Toggles are taking on the Argonauts from the ATL, the Atlantis franchise. For Tilted Togglers, I want to say, let's see, they don't have Tony tonight. Yeah, Tony J is the one person that they don't have tonight. They are on inactive reserve with K-House as their... Well, that's not... They don't have their names synced up. Let's see. Maybe that's Tuggle as their team captain. Because I have K-House 1007 as their team captain, but their name isn't on there. Whatever. Okay. DeProyce, nice opening kill for this coming in. Nice little retake. Inspect the gun. We love to see it. Statty. And I mean, Spoob only has like 4 HP, so he's just going to have to play this for time. And oh, gets the initial doink onto DeProyce. They're going to double swing him this time. Beta with a headshot. And DeProyce with the defuse. A nice little round start by the Tilted Togglers.
Yeah, this is definitely the way they want to start it. They haven't been having a good season. They are 1-5 right now going into this doubleheader game. So it's really good. Get the first round, get started, finish this really well, and then go into the second game feeling great that you're going to turn the season around right here.
Oh, 100%. And it's interesting to note, neither the Argonauts nor Tilted Togglers have played Nuke this season at all. But like
definitely
said,
changing things up.
Yeah, but see, I think this is going to be a little bit better for both teams. I'd assume both teams have practiced, and that's why they're went ahead and chose this. Those Togglers, they've had a rough couple of games. Their last game, they played Pretty Penny from the UPS franchise. They lost 9-13. They lost to Gas, Krypton King, 6-13. Looks like Kixatic getting a nice couple of kills with the Mac, and oh, Cats, the one dig on the Beta Xander, and it's all Zach and Tuggle. Try to make something out of this. Bomb will go down. They've got Kixatic and Cybo Pig, both pretty low on health. Really gonna be up to 3 Cats and Roly Coly to hold on this site. And they might opt to just save. They've both, well, yeah, they've both got armor and helmets. Zach has a kit. So yeah, they're just going to save whatever they have left. They both have rifles too. Not the end of the world. But this is also a really good round as well for T side of the Argonauts. They got a couple good opening kills with the SMGs. That's some extra money for the pockets. They're able to pick up a couple of 9s. Oh, and Zach. Oh, poor Zach. He must have not have been at his computer for the split second. Maybe looking at his mini map or scratch his nose or something, but that's another tough loss.
It's a bit of a disaster right there when you think about it. You win the pistol, CT economy is bad enough, and then you lose the follow-up. You put all the money into the guns, and you don't really have anything to show for it. It's 1-1, and the terrorists have the better buy now.
Yeah, so they've got AKs across the board with the exception of 1 Galil and 1 MP9, which they can just continue to use to farm money. And Zach looks like he took a little bit of took damage. Still okay, but he's only got an upgraded pistol. So he's really gonna have to poke hard for this. Big old trying to block the smoke. 3 Cats, nice opening pick onto Jerf. Or Lurf. Might poke a little bit outside. Doesn't have any smoke for cover. And Tuggle is looking over. And Beta Xander trying to make something with the MP9. Cybo Pig takes him out. Zach falls as well thanks to Roly Coly. And this is, like you said, this is going to be really tough to see this side all apart. I don't want to say they had a strong buy, but it was a buy nonetheless. It's really all up to Tuggle. Could try to go for an extra frag here if they decide to poach him over to hell, but I mean, bomb is down. He has a lot of util as well as kit and full armor. He's gonna have to save this. Save whatever he can. Opting to push a little bit towards trophy. This T set is a really strong post point. They're just gonna hang out, do whatever they want. No need to risk giving up anything up. I say that. Tuggle. Nice exit. Listening for the initial push. Doesn't hear them running, so he's going to go ahead and fall back towards red box on ramp. And that will be the end of that. Spoob does go down to the bomb. Going to be a little bit more expensive. Dug out of the T's pockets. Really, not too bad overall by this Argonauts team.
Just look at the buys. Just look at that.
I was about to say they lost a good couple of T's, but they will still fully buy. Their economy's looking a little bit better and better. But yeah, you just got the hero M4 with a little bit of additional util bot. Might try to straw a stack of sight. Just hope for the best. If they lose one, they lose one. More util dump outside. Not really pushing it. Tuggle Bob playing smart, also body blocking the heaven smoke. They consistently throw that. He can just go ahead and just body block it every single time. That's gonna give him a little bit of avenue for a little advantage on a peak.
Oh no!
Oh, spots one. Nice kill on the roly-coly. He's gonna fall back inside smartly. Doesn't matter. 3 cats takes down Lerf. They're going to continue pushing outside. Oh, he spots the head of 3 cats. Oh, he spots him again. It doesn't matter. 3 cats with almost 3 kills now. He's got 2. See if he can go 3 for 3. Oh. Xander almost pokes outside, too. This timing is everything. And 3 cats just going to lay and wait as he lets the rest of the Argonauts plant. Okay, yep. But say, if nothing else, a smart spot out by Mini. Sees one on HUD and one in heaven still, so they're just going to go ahead and swing towards this B site. And Cybo Pig just poking out from lobby via squeak. He's going to drag them all away as well. Xander can save the rifle. Zach and DeProyce can try to... Yeah, they're running around trying to hunt Cybo. But he's all the way back towards Secret now. And 3 cats. Okay, yeah, they call it off now. They know they're getting set up for an ambush. But Zach is going to wait outside as well to see if they push out their Secret. Just try to get an exit frag. Not gonna get anything. Bomb will go off. Zach might die to this. Yeah, he does. That's also one thing I hate about Nuke, is that the bomb radius is so freaking huge. If you're not at like the spawns, you're pretty much gonzo. Or at like entrance to Secret.
Another map that has a bad bomb radius is Inferno. And I know how that started. Valve wanted to get rid of the save in pit because you could be in A pit on Inferno and the bomb would go off right next to you and you'd be fine. So they thought, okay, we'll fix this. And they made the bomb so powerful, people were dying on the other end of the map. They had to try to dial it back, but it's still kind of powerful on certain maps and not on others.
Let's see, the ancient bomb radius, dude, that shit pisses me off. That's just infuriating. You can now still stand at the back of the pit if you have, like, I want to say, like 80% or more health. And you can survive the bomb if it goes off. And they might catch Lerf right out. Not as much damage as I thought it would do, but Tugglebug takes a lot of chip damage. He gets a kill of his own. The refrag by Zach. Lerf, another one on Roy this time. That's one for him on the round. As these T's play a little bit slower this time. But they're going to have to second guess themselves because it's already, they're at a man disadvantage 3-on-4. They've got about a minute left to plant, but they don't have a lot of map control either. They're just kind of chilling out. Any pokes towards lobby have been absolutely demolished. The crunch was unreal. I would say you just call this off. Got a lot invested into this, but the boys can hear them out dropping as well. He's going to calm them that they're at least in lobby. Sander. Perfect frag. Right on the spoob. Eats it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they're going to swing out. Xander falls back on a ramp. Lurf going to swing out for hell. Maybe. Ooh, doesn't matter. 3 cats. Nice kill. Now they can split it as well. CT's going to go ahead and molly up on Heaven, so that's just going to push them towards hell. Oh no, Xander with 2, but gets caught out with the reload. 3 cats. Trying to make something out of this. 3 cats with 2 kills. He's at least able to save an AK and a bunch of util, but not able to get the plant down. And they can't quite re-swing him over on ramp again.
That seems a little bit strange for the Argonauts to make that mistake, letting the clock go too low and then having to just run out without properly clearing things. I know they're being methodical, and I like that, but I just feel like that was uncharacteristic, that maybe there was some screwed up comms, you know, something cross lines, they didn't know exactly what the plan was or something like that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think they just need to fix that, and they should have a much smoother sailing on the T side.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, 3 cats. Tries to poke with the op, sees nothing. Spoob gets a kill into Lurk with his Galil, though. Oh, but it's Xander. Oh, cats on the wallbang, though. Doesn't even matter. Roly-Coly with Zach on his AK as well. And that brings the CTs down to 2 already, and it's almost still a minute 20 left in the round. DeProyce onto Kisatic. But he falls back over towards A site. Flash doesn't dissuade him, though. Still hanging out over in Hut. Roly-Coly and company will go through secret to plant the bomb at Bravo site. Now the CTs are probably going to go ahead and save this. They still have a lot of util as well. They can keep this going to the next round. Xander all the way already down over by Vents. Walking around, might try to get an exit. Never mind, he goes back up towards A side. They're going to save this out. Just play it smart. Bomb should go off without a hitch, and Argonauts will be up 4-2. And like you said earlier, yeah, it was really weird the previous round. Like they were playing a lot more reserve, even than like their first couple of rounds. And then as soon as they got shut down from the lobby crunch, they just immediately just put all hands stop. Like almost like they were just completely confounded as what happened, and they just didn't know how to respond. And then they eventually tried to go for a push towards hell, then reroute towards ramp, and they just could not get the bomb down in time.
I think sometimes you get into your own head when you start outthinking the enemy, you start doing really good, you got these great plays, and then you start adding too many dimensions and too many variables into the mix, and you become 100%. Your own worst enemy.
Especially whenever you haven't played this map in a regular match day for the entire season. Togo and Roly-Coly, nice trades with each other. The split thrown out. The Cats has nothing to connect. DeProy's on this spoob, but Cyborg Pig with another quick trade, and it's going to be a 2-on-3 already. A minute 20 left to go. Cats with the op. Lurf takes a lot of chip damage with the util. They're going to go ahead and remolly it. Cybo Pig takes down Lurf very quickly, and is off to Tuggle. Cats has him. Oh, he misses with the op, and Cybo Pig has. It's only down to 15, so you sneeze on him too hard and he might fall. Go for this again. Three Cats taking a little bit more chip damage. Util is only gonna help you so much. Opt to reload the Chrome Cannon. Goes kicks out Cybo Pig. Double swings, keep him at bay, and he is forced to save. He's swinging out by Warehouse. He might go for an exit frag. That doesn't look in his way. Oh, who just makes it out with his life? Terrorists win. Oh man, that's a messy post plant for the CT side. for really both T's and CTs. Because Cats had multiple times to get him on the swing out from heaven with the op and just could not connect. And then Tuggle fails the exit frag. Had him dead to rights.
We're 7 rounds in, and it's pretty clear Tilted Toggler's their best player right now is Tuggle, actually, on this side. Now, I know there's a lot more Counter-Strike left to go, especially the second half, but it's worth noting Tuggle is actually just a temporary player for this team. He's subbing. So I don't know if that says anything about where the team is at right now when your sub is finding the most success at this current point. Maybe it's about Tuggle's success, or maybe the team just isn't really gelling tonight.
You caster cursed him, bro. He just died. Zach with the refrag on push at it though with a 1D. I say 1D, he didn't get the headshot. It's an interesting 4-on-3 scenario now. Tilted Toggle's at the main advantage, but they don't have really a bunch of weapons to play around with, just Deagles, with the exception of DeProyce's M4. And almost no util. Zach falls as well, so it's a 3-on-3 now. Spoob, the lowest one with HP at 23. And 3 Cats watching all the way through entrance. The op doesn't spot him out. But that doesn't dissuade. He's going to go ahead and wait this out. They're still playing very patiently. Plenty of time to go as well. The rest of the CTs kind of spread out throughout this top site. Murph could push this as well. Falls back all the way through stairs. Decon room. Beta with the frag onto Scoob, but Cyberpigs get the trade, and it's DeProyce on a 1v2. Barely misses. He gets 1. Can he get 2? The D comes through. 3 Cats, my Lord and Savior in Christ. My God. Saving the Argonauts from absolute disaster.
That got a little too close for Argonauts. I don't think they're going to be happy with that, putting it down to a 1v1 at the end. I think they're going to want to... And this is probably why, actually, they got a little bit weird in that one round where they slowed things down. I think they're worried about getting caught in these situations, and they're trying to be very methodical. So maybe a bit of a balance between the 2 rounds.
I feel like they have executes designed for each individual round, but as soon as it gets shut down, they're just kind of left dumbfounded, like, okay, like, we got shut down, what do we do next? I don't know. Ooh, 3 Cats takes down Tuggle. Not able to get to warehouse in time. Picks up the bomb. Now he can work with it. But it's a 3-on-3 though still. DeProyce makes out with his life. Has 1 kill to his name already. Just trying to wait for them to make their move outside. Whether they go through secret or through mini. Cyberpig, nice lurk. That completely opens up this A site too. That's just salt in the wound for the Tilted Togglers. The 2-on-3, they have plenty of util, so they could go for this as well. This is gonna be a tough retake. Swing out is good though for Beta. He holds the angle and is able to take down 3 Cats. That's the op gone. Just 2 AKs. And Kixetic falls as well. Zach, my good man. And the 2-prong push from outside and Squeak, it's off the Cyberpig. Force him out with a molly, and Beta Sander finishes him off with the M4. And the Tilted Togglers get another point on the board after so many tries and so many fails. Finally, a 3rd round on the board for the Togglers that makes it 3-6. They've got to get this to at least a 4-8. Really, you want to get a 6-6 for this, especially CT side on Nuke. Like in this scenario, it's kind of what you're aiming for.
I agree. I think they can do it too. If you notice now, the kills are becoming more evenly spaced out. The other people are starting to become a little bit more awake and alive and acting. I think the Tilted Togglers have a chance right here. If they can win this round on this buy round and start chaining these rounds together, get to 6, they're in a fine position.
Yeah, the T's are also in kind of a weird buy. Kixetic only has a Tech 9 to his name, and they don't have a lot of util. Ooh, roly-poly. Just able to escape the molly. They break the smoke, but they don't see them. They're just gonna run straight from secret to beast site. The comms will go out. Everyone's gonna be hearing this, especially with the double. Cybo Pig tries to play it funny by Vents and gets absolutely denied by Zach. Bomb will go down though. It's gonna be a 4-on-4 retake. Voice takes down 3 cats as well. That's one of their better players. Static trying to get the connection through Vent. Doesn't make it. Spoop holding the refrag though. Twinkle Toes comes through to push with the kill into Spoop as well. It is a 2-on-4 now. Time is ticking though. Roly-Coly under Lurf. They're gonna have to swing this out and force it. Roly-Coly with another one. Beta Sander under the Kinetic, and there's no time. Can't even get the final exit frags, and that's another solid round for Argonauts. Now with all of them dying, their money isn't the greatest either. It's really evened up.
Bad money on both sides, though, is still beneficial for the terrorist side, usually, because you can somehow make an AK work, or you can do something that gets you a little bit more of an advantage in a gunfight. You can see the Tilted Togglers have to think about it now. They're the ones who called the timeout. They're the ones who are trying to figure out, what do we do with the money? If they buy and fail, then they're going to be in an even worse scenario. They're going to be looking at, I mean, at least 8-4, 9-3, and that's really bad. So, okay, you give them 1 round, maybe you save, and I mean, you're still going for 8-4. It's really bad.
Yeah, I think they're trying to go for an 8-4 half. You've got DeProyce with the MP9, a CZ by Zach, a little bit of util, and a pistol for Tuggle, and an MP9 for Lurf. So yeah, they're just playing on some little, maybe a little bit more aggressive with maybe some angles. Yeah, they're just gonna go for straight lobby crunch, try to force their hand. Some of the kills are good. Zach and Rolly trade back and forth to CT and T. Back and forth. Who's going to be coming out? It's a 1-on-2, and it looks like, yep, Argonauts come out with this one. It was a, oh my lord, that was almost really ugly. Kick set it with 1 HP at the end of that round. Lord have mercy.
That's disappointing and heartbreaking for Tilted Togglers. It was a great idea. Change the pace, get a little scrappy, throw them off their game. And for the most part, it actually kind of worked, especially on the buy that everyone was kind of, you know, showing up with a little bit more ragtag and not really all that coordinated and good, but it was a good choice. It was a good chance. It just didn't work out. You gotta go for 8-4 now.
Yeah, you have to get this 4th round, otherwise your T side is rough. Doesn't matter, Roly Coly, like extra aggressive, gets 1, gets 2 with the headshot on the left. Holding the angle towards Mini as well. Roly Coly swings out and takes out into Priest. God, he's got a triple on the round already. And Spoob onto Zach as he tries to crunch through and get a little bit of information on lobby, and it's all up to Beta. A 1-on-5 needed for the 4th round. He's been spotted out already. Doesn't matter. He's gonna make it. It's gonna be a miracle.
Oh, nice.
The headshot is looking good, but he's gonna have to be walking on water at this point. Doesn't matter. Swing out is bad. Spoob gets the kill, and this is gonna be a really tough 3-9 second half for this Tilted Toggler side. They have to get aggressive with this on their T side. They've got to work some magic with this pistol round. This pistol round determines everything.
Look at that pattern right there. 1 win for the Tilted Togglers pistol round, 3 rounds won for Argonauts. 1 for Tilted Togglers and another 3 for Argonauts. And the pattern repeats a 3rd time. 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. I mean, Argonauts was doing exactly what they needed to do in terms of getting multiple rounds, getting them together, keeping the economy going. Yes, it's easier on T side, but it's usually not that easy. 9-3 is not your typical nuke scoreline, I believe. So what can you do here? You gotta fix it right here with winning the pistol.
Yeah, let's see. This pistol decides everything. If they can't even get the bomb plant, it's all over. You want to at least get the bomb plant, because then you could play for at least, you know, they're going to be double digits up for Argonauts if they do lose after bomb plant, but you'll have at least a little bit more money to go with. And their splashes go out. It's going to gonna be a two-pronged push. Spoob with one with two. Tuggle with the trade though. 3 cats standing down range through the smoke. Pathetic up at top of heaven. USP minus S gets one on the Lurf as well, and it's all the Tuggle Bubs. 20 HP and a dream. He has bomb though, so he can kind of run around with this, play a little bit of mind games. It's a 1-on-3 though, so Argonauts can spread out, pull some default angles. Ecstatic finally getting another USP minus S kill on the Tuggle. That's gonna be a triple for him on the round. Looking good, looking good. Kixetic 10-7 on the game. Argonauts really haven't had like any. The entire team has been a sort of well-oiled machine. Yeah, they had their hiccups on the T side whenever they initially fail the exec or team strat for the round, and they give up 1, 2, 3 rounds for the tilted togglers. But I mean, in reality, like they've been firing on all cylinders. Yeah, it's not gonna be a 13-0 for them, but it sure feels like it.
Well, you can see that also spread across the ratings of the players. I mean, 4 out of their 5 players have a 1.0 or greater rating, and the player that doesn't has a 0.94 rating. The team is definitely firing, you know, like you said, all 4 cylinders, or in this case, all 5 cylinders.
It looks like they're gonna opt to go for a nice quick push outside towards Secret. Zach, nice headshot on the Cybo Pig. Bomb will go down as well.
Bomb has been planted.
They have to hold for the next 10 rounds. Roly Coly takes down Tuggle though. This is gonna opt to push towards this side. They can get aggressive here. Xander getting a nice headshot on the 3 cats. And on to Roly Coly as well. And this is looking more and more into the Tilted Toggler's favor, if nothing else. At least get one more round. Ecstatic just opts to fall back. Xander with the scout pickup. Okay, okay. I can't get him. Ecstatic might be able to fall back with it. Oh, just barely. He's got a bunch of util for next round as well. And the MP9, you can farm some money out of this.
This match is a good case study in what could possibly go wrong. You win the pistol round and then lose the second round. You really don't want to be in that position with this economy. It really just wreaks havoc on everything that you've worked for to build up. You should be getting 3 rounds in a row, you know, ideally, when you win the pistol. And this is just really bad. I mean, the CT buy is terrible. This is putting Tilted Togglers back in a position, not a great one, but certainly the best one that they can muster on the second half.
100%, especially as how fickle the CT economy is. Like, if you win the pistol, I'm not gonna say you will win the pistol +1, but you're in such a more advantageous position. Ooh, the jump spot, Japroyce finally taking down Cyber Quick through the smoke. Oh, and Spoob tries to go for the refrag, gets absolutely shut down. Japroyce with 2, and they might. Let's say they spot 3 cats over out by Warehouse, and he gets demolished. Japroyce having a hell of a round. Roly Coly and Kixetic look absolutely lost. They're just going to go ahead and buy their time, hold some angles. The rest of this Tilted Toggler team are just going to go ahead and clear the A site. Roly Coly go 1 to Japroyce. Bomb will go down on the 40-second timer. Zach takes down Roly. Kixetic has the MP9, but he's probably just going to save this. He's outside. Oh, thank God. I was about to say the ugliest spray of my life. I'm going to take them to kill, and they look absolutely lost. How did they not get calmed out? With a second kill, this time in a lurk. Playing ring around the roses on red. Tuggle Bob finally getting the kill on the Kixetic. Zach falls to the bomb, but Tilted Togglers do get the round anyway. That is a goofy exit.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to lose those guns going on the way out. Like, yes, maybe you want to upgrade the gun and get an AK or something, but, you know, don't throw them away needlessly. Don't give them the bonus money for getting the kill. You got to be a little bit more tight in the way you execute these for, you know, a comeback from 5 to 10.
Yeah. Bit of a goofy play. Doesn't even matter. Argonauts are pretty much at straight default pistols. Sub Pig and Spoob. Looks like 5-7. Oh, Spoob and Cyber Pig opening kills with this lobby crunch, absolutely demolishing the togglers. This is the salt in the wound. Spoob with the AK and kicked. Oh, this is falling apart, man. Losing only a single man on the force buy with the pistols. Argonauts making me eat my goddamn words. And they're up 11-5 against Tilted Togglers. That is the one round you can't lose. But you do, and you give up 3 AKs.
With such a sad buy, they make it work. Argonauts really are, I mean, they're doing well as a team in general the whole season. They're 4-2 right now. I mean, with this trajectory, they will be 5-2. And, you know, just the way that it's going, they definitely deserve it.
Oh, yeah. One thing I see as well, on every single win that they've had, no one scored above 8 points. So if this continues in this favor, it might go 13-5 or 13-6. They could continue that streak. They did lose 1 OT against the Masters from the ACA franchise, and they lost Muck Menaces to a 3-13 absolute stomping. But I mean, whenever they win very handily. Their best one was against Starling Corporation. They won 2-13. But every other game, every win has been, well, they've only given up 7 points or fewer. And that streak may continue to be alive here as Tuggabub and Zach try to make something out of this. Nice slow push up to heaven from outside. No one onside correctly. Oh, Kixetic caught out over in Hut. And roly-coly. He might get this. Bomb will go down.
Bomb has been planted.
The timing is impeccable. Roly-coly somehow makes it through. Takes down Tuggabub. And then Zach as well. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Now you're just playing with your food before you eat it.
Oh, they wanted the op. That's what they were looking for.
That's actually a smart play. Just waiting for the defuse. Don't come for the defuse until you grab the op. And that's gonna be a match point for the Argonauts. Man.
That's the kind of detail a winning team needs to have, you know, going into these rounds. Yes, you're up 12-5. You really need to save the op. No, you could win very handily without it, but why take the chance? Why do anything less than going right for, you know, going right for the kill?
See, I don't think any player on their team has a ADR lower than 65, so they're absolute menaces in the server. DeProyce and Zach take a little bit of chippy utility damage, but they're just going to try to rush this outside towards Secret. Cyberpig could hear them and calm them out. Decides to go for the initial shots, takes one out, but Lurf is there for the trade. Oh, and a friendly dink. Lurf takes a lot of damage. 3 cats. Somehow makes it out alive. You've also got 1 CT Heaven. And Tilted Togglers are in a really awkward position now. It's a 4-on-4, and they're kind of stuck outside. You do have Xander all the way inside, over on A side, pushing through over towards Trophy. Never mind, he goes Squeaky. Bomb will go down now.
Bomb has been planted.
Now it's CT's in an awkward position. Match point, but they just might as well go for this. They have plenty of rounds to make up for it. Really nice and slow. Roly-coly opening pick on Blur. They're going to push hard and push fast. Spoob comes up from Vent, gets traded out by Tuggle, and it's going to be 3-on-2. Oh my goodness, and that is GG's. Argonauts 13, Tilted Togglers 5. Another dominating performance by the Argonauts. That is actually pretty insane. Keeping this streak alive of not letting any team get more than 7 points on the board anytime they win. Man, that's crazy. And if you're any of the players on Tilted Toggles, you're gonna have to take a step back and take a breath, because you've got another game right up next coming up against the Drakes for the night. You got to think about it. The Drakes are 2-4 in the season too. They haven't had the best record either. They only have one better win than you. But I mean, you couldn't even get 6 rounds onto Argonauts. And depending on what the Drake's bans are, you might be in for a world of hurt.
I'm guessing they don't go nuke this time. They can avoid it.
Maybe not. Drakes themselves have not played nuke this season either. But it'll be an interesting matchup deciding on what they play. Their only wins came from one game on Inferno and one game on Anubis. I don't think Toggler's going to play on Anubis, so they're 0-2 on Anubis for this season. I highly doubt they're going to be playing on Anubis. But as we wait for the Togglers and the Drakes to get their Match Connect codes, we will take a short break. We will be back in just a few minutes. Stick around.
You think you've got my number figured out? A motive born in drought and brevity. And if I'm not the soul of your design, I blatantly decline your remedy. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine. I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in, don't, or I'll leave. I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight, I still rage against the night. Don't box I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else than your machine.
And while we wait for the next Tilt the Toggles match, we're going to go ahead and go towards a FAL lower match for the time being, because there's going to be about 10 to 20 minutes of time between this previous Tilt the Toggles match and the upcoming one with them and the Drakes. So we should be coming up to a little FA lower tier match. Should be a lot of fun. Bible Klinger still clinging his Bible right next to me for the night. Bible Klinger, always glad to have you here. Also, Bible, I wanted to ask, what made you start coming into casting, since this is your first season casting?
That's a good question, actually. I really got into the Counter-Strike matches, the professional scene, like 10 years ago, of just watching these matches and seeing how it was done. And I really liked seeing the casters and the atmosphere that they brought. I really thought it was exciting. They really made the match way more entertaining and educational as they went along, and it was just something that I really liked doing. And even before that, I just liked the idea of uh, maybe let's say old time radio and some of the old voice only type entertainment. And I just thought, after a while, I'd give it a try. And I looked into it a little bit last season, but I was actually playing on a team in the CSC league, and it just didn't work out. You know how the scheduling, right? You're playing, you can't really
No, yeah,
cast.
I
You can only
got you.
cast one night. So,
As I say,
but
yeah.
oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I played recruit last season. I got my fucking ass whooped. But I would just play. I would just cast on Mondays, and I really, especially on like the premier tier side of things, like I just really liked it a lot because all these guys are like ESCA players. That shit's sweaty as hell. So I would just cast on Mondays, then I'd play Tuesdays and Thursdays. Our team went like 1-10, so I was like, man, maybe CSC just isn't for me to play. So I started. I was like, I'm gonna take this entire season to like cast and just get a little bit more comfortable in the booth and stuff like that. And I've been doing it pretty religiously ever since. I try to do it at least Mondays and Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays. But yeah.
Yeah, I think this season I was the victim of the big shuffle. I had
Oh, yeah.
a team I was going to play with. 4 of the 5 of us were going to play together. We were all excited. We are looking forward. We are going to start doing some grinding, and then 3 out of the 4 of us got shifted up, and I was left behind on this team. And then so I had to play with a brand new group of people, and it just wasn't working out. And team wanted to shuffle. I was happy to also move on, and so I figured with some free time, being a free agent, I figured I'd try my hand at casting, and this is where we're at.
Hell yeah, brother. Always glad to have more voices in the booth. I think me and Nexus did a lot of casting together last season. I think that was like the majority of my color casting. I had Hattie a little bit with me, and I think A-Trax a couple of times as well. But I think Nexus was like my work husband for my Monday night casts, and it was a lot of fun. And I think, like you said, it's always a lot of fun to cast with the boys and girls and have fun. Getting a little bit more of an analytical side of things, especially being there and just watching it have fun. And like you said, watching pro CS and then being able to cast, like even if it's just like a homegrown league, it's a lot of fun. And you said you got into CS really about like 10 years ago, so like at the beginning of Go.
Yeah, it was around. So actually, it was funny. I wasn't even planning to play Counter-Strike. I had gotten Counter-Strike in 2014 because a friend of mine was saying, "Hey, look, it's on sale. It's a bundle. How could you possibly go wrong? It's Counter-Strike." And I was like, "Okay, fine." So we bought. It was a whole pack of games. It was a whole bunch of Counter-Strike titles on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
And we played it for a month because we were waiting for another game to come out, and we switched to that game. And I kept seeing stuff about Counter-Strike though, and Counter-Strike really interested me. So by 2015, I decided, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to learn. I'm going to really figure out how this game is played, and really get a little bit more into the science of how are you supposed to play when the bullets don't go where the crosshair's pointing.
Yeah. I got into Counter-Strike about the same time you did, 2014-ish, 2013. It was like during the early Go days. DreamHack winner 2014, the first major. I watched that with my brother. And then up until 2015, 2016, I watched up until like early 2016. That was whenever I was graduating college. I watched Counter-Strike pretty religiously. And then I just kind of dropped off. I graduated college. I was trying to find a job, and I was trash at Go, dude. I was like maybe at most I think silver elite master, and then I was my brother would be up all late all night playing the fucking what are them things, the operations, dude.
Oh yeah,
All night, bro. And because he dropped out of college, and I was still in college. I'm like, God damn it, you're keeping me up all night, and I regret every moment of not playing all of the old operations, because he has like a couple of the operation coins. I don't have any. I just have some of my old skins from way back in the day. But Yeah. I realized that, hey, I'm terrible at the game. I just dropped it for a while. I played like specifically just casual. Like that's how bad it was. I would just play casual. But I would watch some of like the tournaments.
I was
And
pretty
then
bad
after-
at the game. When I started, I was bad.
Yeah, I was absolutely terrible. I mean, I still am terrible. Like I think my highest for season 1 of CS2, my highest rate was like 9.6k. It was really bad. But I've been working on my game sense and like my aim and shit like that. And it's been a little bit better. I've been having a little bit more success towards the second season. But yeah, my brother, he played a lot of the operations. Danger Zone was our jam though. We would play so much Danger Zone. That shit was so fun. I miss that game mode so much.
Think they'll bring it back?
I doubt it, to be honest. You know how Valve is. They don't give a shit about Counter-Strike much. They're working on Deadlock. They've got maybe like they've got like 2 people and a chicken working on Counter-Strike right now. They considering they didn't even have like a quality update for Christmas or like Thanksgiving or Halloween these last like couple of years, they don't care. I mean, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, and I mean, it is what it is. They have enough devs to keep the game running, and that's about it. Yeah, because Flying Scoutsman and Danger Zone, as fun as they were, they're probably not going to come back. I try to be a realist as much as it hurts. Do you have any?
We'll have to see.
Did you so you played from like 2014, 2015ish?
Yeah, 2015 is when I actually really played it seriously beyond just gun game. I actually started playing competitive and tried to learn the game.
Yeah. Did you ever have fall victim to the classic having like those old Katowice 2014 stickers that you sold for like on your guns that you sold for like $1, and then 10 years later they're worth a billion?
No, believe it or not. So I really tried to stay away from the whole skins thing. I tried to not get into the whole cases. I still managed to get skins somehow. Either friends would gift them or you get them in a drop or something. And so, I mean, I collected a bunch, and really I found out I mean, I did fairly well by just not getting involved in it. You get cases and you sell them. And tell me if you did this back in the day. Did you ever buy the operation or whatever it was, $5 or something, and then you'd get the new case and sell it right away, and you'd make up more than what you spent for the operation pass?
I did that like once, maybe twice, but I also didn't play a lot of the operations because my brother pissed me off so much whenever I would be like, it would be like the night before like a major college exam, and he would be playing Counter-Strike at like 1 o'clock because whenever I lived at home back in Louisiana, we shared a bedroom. So my brother would literally be like, he's mid, he's mid, he's mid. I'm on A, I'm planning. At like fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. And it pissed me off so much that I just never bought any of the operations. I think I bought one of like the first couple of operations. I played it like once or twice, maybe, and that was it. So I wasn't able to like, grift the skin market and, get the OG operation cases like the day they came out and sold them for a good portion. But what I did was I was really invested in the early tournament stickers. Like Katowice 2014 and DreamHack Winter 2014. I had a good number of skins with stickers and shit on them. I still have, I think my 2 oldest guns is a Souvenir Katowice 2014 with LGB Esports and Virtus Pro, I think, on it. And of course, it's it's the OG one. So they don't have any like team player stickers or team player signature stickers. It's just hollow Katowice 2014 stickers, but it's on a UMP, so it's worthless.
The UMP. I used to use the UMP before everyone caught on that it was such a good gun.
When the UMP meta was good, I'd whip it all the time. Be like, oh my goodness, do you have a Katowice 2014 sticker? I was like, yeah, dude, read them and weep, baby. But no, besides that, I have my brother. He sold me all of his skins because he doesn't play anymore. I have a AK Blue Lamb with LDLC stickers on it. One from DreamHack Winter, one from Katowice 2014, and I think one from Cologne 2014, 2015. All the LDLC stickers on it, I have them on a Blue Lamb. Not stat tracked, unfortunately. And then my brother, he... Ooh, little little bit of casting couch action over there. Bro missed. He didn't get a single kill. That's so bad.
He did so much damage
I was
though.
about to say casting couch moment, not really. But yeah, that and I just completely lost my train of thought. But oh yeah, so you remember the old net? You remember the old netcode I by Power throwing scandal?
Oh yeah.
So I actually bet on that game and I lost like $30 worth of skins. My brother made a custom mouse pad for it to celebrate that, and he still has it, I think. And he actually had and this don't gamble, kids. Gambling is bad. Gambling on Russian sketchy websites is bad. It's immoral. But yeah, I lost like $30 worth of those old skins to the netcode I throw power game. And my brother, we still have it. It's a USPS Guardian, and it has the two I by Power stickers on it, and he renamed it I throw Power.
Yeah.
It's
I think
like
that kind of opened everyone's eyes up to how dangerous really gambling could be. I think that's one good thing that came out of that scandal.
Nothing else. It's crazy because I used to be on CS:GO Lounge all the time. Whenever I was really into like the early CS esports scene in 2014, like I was on CS:GO Lounge all the time. It was actually crazy.
Maybe we should. Go ahead.
I was a little degen, dude, back in like high school. It was bad.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
maybe we should explain to people. It's been so long what actually happened.
Okay, so back in the day, for all you youngsters out there, how old are you, Bible? Like 25, 26, 27?
Sure. Let's go with that.
It's okay. I turned 30 this year, bro. I'm old as fuck. So,
Oh, to
back
be
in the
30
early-
again.
Okay. So yeah. So back in the day, whenever esports was just popping off, people were just realizing that hey, like you can like bet on the outcome of pro games with no legal repercussions whatsoever. Nice spray, Arn. Okay. And he picks up the op. They wouldn't check your age verification. They wouldn't check your country of origin. Like nothing. Like you would literally just sign into Steam and you just bet on games. Like there's no verifications for any legal means whatsoever. And it was especially this website called CS:GO Lounge, and it would estimate your current market value of your skins that you put up, and then depending on the odds of the game, you would get returned a value of group of skins, including your own that you put up, dependent upon like how likely your team was going to win the game. And I remember, but there was two teams. I by Power, which is obviously a computer company, and Netcodes Gaming's. And I by Power, I think, was heavily favored to win.
Yep.
And they threw the game super hard. It was super obvious too. Like they were whiffing like critical shots and stuff like that, making like really dumb plays overall. And like as soon as like I think it was like less than 24 hours afterwards, like the commissioning organization for like the esports like rule book guys or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. I'm thinking. But like the actual like commission that was in charge of like the tournament that they were playing at came down and was like, hey, yeah, like these guys are actively throwing. So I don't think all of them got banned from play.
No, Skadoodle managed to get away from the
That's about to Skadoodle
from the
didn't
bans.
get
Yeah,
banned.
he ended up
But,
having
like-
a career in CS:GO after that. And the story that I recall hearing was because he didn't accept any of the skins from the match fixing.
Yeah, I think
So the players, yeah,
I think he knew about it, but because he said no, I'm not going to take any payments from this. Like this is fucked up. Like they technically banned. And,
I mean, I don't know the thing that I had heard was that it was more of a technical issue as to why he didn't get it, but I don't know. That's beyond.
I think it's technically because he didn't break any rules. Like just because you know about it, he could say like, oh, I didn't throw, and I can prove it to you because I didn't receive any skins. So I think that's technically how he got off on it.
But it really highlighted just how volatile this whole betting thing is. I mean, because you're not even just betting as to what's more likely to happen, you're also betting that no one's fixing the match against you. And people suddenly, I think, started realizing you can't guarantee that. You don't know if the players are really going to be trying that day. You don't know if they're throwing, and you also don't know if they're just having a bad day. You know, like, what if you're betting on a professional match and suddenly your star player comes down with, you know, some sort of flu or something, and he plays like garbage.
Yeah, and the fact that like you have literal children like placing these bets. There's no age verification. There's no country of origin verification or anything. Like it's literally just a random Steam account putting X dollars, X cents worth of gun on the line for this match. And that's was the nail in the coffin, especially for CS:GO lines. They shut that shit down super quick.
Well, you saw the concerns that people had. The stories that people have. It's just like, you know, the straight up gambling stories. I mean, I saw something on Reddit of a guy saying he lost like $10,000 over a certain span of time just betting and betting and betting.
Yeah, I mean, gambling addiction is like a super real thing. I don't want to say like I was addicted to gambling, but I had the tendency to be like I would sometimes feel like it, like, hey, like I want to get my fix in. Like, let me take a look at like who's playing in the major, and like if CS:GO Lounge has like a betting match on it, like let me take a look to see what skins I have. And I mean, obviously I regret it. I think I only bet on a literal handful of games, and as soon as like the netcode hydropower game came through, like, I immediately just shot culture. I was like, this is debilitating. It hurt my soul.
On a happier note, I want to ask you something happier. Since we're talking about Counter-Strike, the the good old days of CS:GO and everything, who was your favorite caster or casting duo in that era?
I don't know, because I really wasn't like that invested in like the actual like casting duos. I was more along the lines of like watching teams and players. Let me actually take a look over at Liquid.
Do you have a favorite team from that era? You know, a good team or a good player?
It was LGB Esports back in the day.
All right.
Let me go take a look. And Copenhagen Wolves. Obviously a shadow of their former selves now.
That is an
Wolves,
old name.
I was about to say, Copenhagen Wolves was my jam. They shuttered their operations, and then they came back as an American organization. And they play in Tier 2 Counter-Strike, and I watch them. Especially like the CCTs. Obviously, like, a lot of people are like, oh, CCTs, like, they're throwing, like, it's just joke of a Tier 2 organization. But I don't know. Just for nostalgia's sake, I've always just kept a watchful eye on them as an organization, even though it's technically not the same org now as it was before. They had the same logo and everything. Let me take a look. I think they have Andu from Gamer Legion. Wolves make an organization. Yeah, they have Andu from Gamer Legion. Andu, Cision, Taperware, Delaney, and Jackino. My brother was a huge Virtus Pro fan back in the day.
Oh, the Classic 5 lineup of Pasha and Bialy. And
We were both Pasha. We were both big Pasha fans, because I mean, our dad's side of the family is like very strong like Polish ties, so we were always huge Pasha fans.
That was a fun team to watch. And you never know how they were going to show up. You knew they had the potential to win, but you didn't know if they were going to lose or if they were going to bring out the old Virtus plow and just steamroll even good teams back in the day.
And recent gaming, I mean, they've been coming back and forth, saying they've been coming back and forth, like, you know, different rosters, stuff like that. It looks like production has told us that the actual match that we're going to with Tilted Togglers and Drakes is starting in just a few minutes. But we're just going to go ahead and keep reliving the old days. Yeah. So Copenhagen Wolves and Reason Gaming. I love the Reason Gaming sticker, bro. Like, oh, God. I think I had like 2 guns with Reason Gaming Katowice 2014 stickers on them. They're long gone now. I don't know where the hell they went. But I don't know. That logo just looks super cool. I'm trying to think any other teams.
I still have my pistols, my P250 and my 5.7 that have NIP stickers on them. I don't think they're worth much now, but Back in the day, I didn't really care about the value. It was real cheap. You
No,
just
yeah.
slap them on there, and just that
Oh
was
yeah,
the team I
100%.
liked. I liked
Bro, that
watching
was
an IP back then.
me. My first ever game I ever played, it was a Dust 2 match, and I got a drop on my first game I ever played in Counter-Strike. It was dual Berettas, Cobalt Quartz, 2-cent skin. But
Nice.
when the Katowice 2014 major started going on, and the sticker capsules dropped, I put a Katowice, what was it? A Fnatic sticker on one, and I'm trying to think. Shit. I have to look at my Steam inventory. Where is that? Inventory? Counter-Strike? Because I renamed them. You can find it. Oh, you know what? I gave them to my brother. I traded him for him real quick. Damn, so now I gotta go to my friends. But I've got two Katowice 2014 stickers on them, and they're in the worst possible spots. They're covered by like the hands, like the preset areas that are covered by the hands. So even if you like inspect it, hold F to inspect it, it looks so stupid.
Yeah, and I guess people wouldn't know if they started with CS2 that back in CSGO, you couldn't place the sticker wherever you wanted. You had set places that you had to position them in.
Okay, yeah, it was a Katowice 2014 LGB Esports and a Fnatic sticker, and they're like right over where the thumbs go, even like whenever you're inspecting them. So it's completely freaking worthless and stupid looking. But I was looking them up, like the sticker prices at least on Steam are like I think like over $1,000, like 800 for one, and I think like $1,200 for the other one. My God, what a great investment on a 2-cent skin. Wonderful. But that's like the oldest skin I have, and I would most definitely keep them. Now I don't use them that often because they're not stat track. I have a couple other stat track dualies that I use for the CT side on pistol rounds. But the oldest skins I really do use is my stat track USPS Stainless and a stat track Basilisk. And both the stat tracks, both the Stainless and Basilisk, have Copenhagen Wolf stickers on them from both majors that they played in. And if you remember this team, Planet Key Dynamics from DreamHack Winter 2014. I whenever I got my re-enlistment bonus, I bought a knife and I bought a sticker from Planet Key Dynamics for like $100 and I stuck it on that bitch. I was like, I'm going hard. I don't care. That was a lot of fun.
They didn't last into 2015, did they?
No, most definitely not. A lot of those early teams from like DreamHack Winter and Katowice 2014, they did not stick around for long at all. A lot of them either shuttered or they just the lineups just transferred onto new teams, which is kind of sad. But I mean, you know, that's how the nature of esports kind of is. Teams are so volatile, especially back then whenever there wasn't whenever there was like almost no money in it. Really.
Right. Yeah, they didn't make as much money back then, but I am kind of glad that that changed. I do like the idea of watching professional players,
Oh, 100%.
perform at high levels and actually be able to make a living out of it. It was nice to see in that respect.
Yeah, let me take a look. Tournaments.
And not to mention the other people involved in esports. It's nice to be able to see analysts and casters being able to make a decent living doing this kind of thing. And then some of them have the benefits of traveling around the world and seeing different sites. So it must be fun for them. But it's got to be a difficult job.
Oh, 100%. I was about to say I took a 2 7-month deployments on my first tour of duty. That was aggravating. Just being like stuck on a ship for 7 months at a time. These guys are back home and abroad and home and abroad like every like couple of weeks to every couple of months. And that's just aggravating. Oh, another team you might remember, Hellraisers. Obviously there's Titan. But
Yeah,
Hellraisers was like a really good team that I liked a lot.
and they had a good player on there that people might remember named Simple.
Oh my goodness, yeah, Simple. Simple, Markaloff as well.
Yeah.
Adrian. A couple of old timer names. Team Dignitas. I forgot about them. I forgot to do pre-play for Dignitas as well, and Device.
Yeah, they were the old Australis before. I think they had some issues with the contracts or something, and eventually they just moved on and became Australis. eventually.
Yeah. And we are in. Drake's on Tilted Togglers. Hopefully the Togglers get a win tonight. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Good old-fashioned Inferno. What do you feel about? How do you feel about Inferno? You
I
love
love
it, right?
Inferno. I absolutely love it. It is the best map. Maybe not this iteration,
Okay. Let's
but
not go too far there.
the blueprint of the map is the best.
It's okay. Oh, DeProyce gets a little bit of a Disco Rico on there, and they might just, then go ahead and just fall back, and we'll just wait this one out. Might as well restart the round.
I'll say this. I've enjoyed our little chat, taking a break and just taking it easy now. I wonder if the Tilted Togglers, what they did with their break here, they had 20 minutes, 30 minutes, between previous game and now. You'd like to think that obviously you want to take the time to plan and to think and to plot, but at the same time, you don't want to dwell on a tough loss and let that bring you down. You want to be able to come in here with a fresh mind, fresh perspective. And, I am concerned that they won't be able to do that. I think that's the fear going into this, that you can't reset mentally. And even if you can, that you don't have the toolbox, with all the necessary plans. So I hope they prove that wrong, that concern. I hope they come out very, very strong on the first round. I hope to secure the first round and they go from there. If they can manage it, it's going to be an epic night for them.
I think of all map choices, is probably one of their better ones. They are 0 for 1 on Inferno. They lost in OT against card counters from High Rollers. They lost 16-12. But I mean, Drakes are 1 for 1 on this map. They won a very close 13-11 game against Sav with the Leopards team, and then they lost 13-9 against Samurai on the OS franchise. So this is going to be, I feel like this, if they don't dwell too much on, their recent loss just a couple minutes ago, they can come through and at least make this a hell of a game. Because, I mean, you still have, 4 more games after this one? No, 3 more games after this one. So there's still spots to be made up. And this is... The previous game was just a warm-up game. That's what you got to think about it. The previous game was just a warm-up. Yeah, you lost. But, I mean, just take it as it comes. Very slow move by Beta Xander and company. Nice 2 jump into apps. DeProyce falling in behind Beta. They're not going to push Boiler, but instead, all go out to platform by Pit. Pyro patiently waiting. You do have double now pushing. Okay, DeProyce gets 1. Pyro with 1 as well on the refrag. Pyro does go down. Index getting 2 of his own. And his trades back and forth. Rose, nice spray down. Oh, goes down as well. Lurf, that's a multi-kill for him as well. And it's a 1v1. And Bear Shark has to run all the way from the T side. Or I should say B side. Comes from mid, doesn't matter. Spray down is good. Lurf ducks into the bullets. And the defuse comes in. Very close round by both teams, but Drakes will come up 1-0.
It was a good performance by Lurf. He almost had it, but he would have had to get the 4K just to get the first round. So he got 3 kills, 178 ADR. He put in the effort there. It just didn't work out. You can still buy on this round. You got the plant, and that's what they're doing. You can see the MAC-10s are coming out in the Galil. This map in particular lends itself to some really fast avenues of attack. The classic one is obviously running up Banana. He's got to dodge the grenades, don't be in the wrong spawn. And the other avenue is to go up through apps and to take a flying leap out, the old-fashioned waterfall.
Yes, sir. It'll be interesting to see. Plus, he got a bunch of good kills onto the CT side. Only 1 CT was survived the first round, so you had a bunch of kill money as well. They're opting to play this pretty slow. Flash will go out, jump spots nothing. Beta Xander and company attend to holes in towards this B site. And up to Index into Bear Shark. Rotate coming in very quickly for Chill Pyro. But Beta Xander and Tuggle poking a little bit towards mid. Smoke will go out, and they will opt to fall back as well. Stacky holding this apps area as well. You also had Zach jumping up towards apartments and almost could have had a 1v1 on Stacky, but he fell back and went to Mexico. DeProy still waiting for the initial push. Beta Xander, nice opening pick onto Stacky. Rose holding Boiler with the Deeg. Both teams playing very slowly. Index not fully rotating, still over towards CT spawn, just in case he needs to push through onto this B site for a refrag. Utils will go out. DeProy's going to crack this one open. The spam comes through on the smoke. Index, nice opening frag on DeProy's. And Bear Shark with two of his own. Zach with the refrag. Zach with another one on the Index, and it's going to be a 2-on-1. Chill Pyro, interesting buy with a UMP. Rose, the third time is the charm, finally gets the headshot on a Zach. No plant money either. That's going to be really tough for this Toggler team.
If you're a newer player or maybe a recruit player or somebody who's not familiar with Inferno and you're wondering how do you get kills like Index like that through the smoke, it's actually a really good lineup to know. You're basically aiming on that left side of the site. So as soon as they cross through Banana up onto the site, if you take an immediate left turn and run up there, you're subject to that spray. So you really, most of the time when you're the terrorist taking it, you want to cross all the way across and then get onto the site to avoid being sprayed down like that.
Yeah, but see, that shooting lane straight from CT spawn is crucial. Even if he gets smoked out, you can still spray him down pretty easily with muscle memory. Ooh, Beta Xander taking a lot of damage. Stacky taking down Tuggle as well. Ooh, Rose with the op taking down DeProyce. Lurf with the trade with Stacky. One as well into Lurf. And it just leaves Zach. He's got a Tech 9 and a Dream. 2-2 on the game. But I mean, now the CTs might opt to hunt a little bit. At least Chill Pyro will. He's got an MP9, so he can get a little aggressive with this. Pushing through Banana, past Banana, sees nothing. He's going to go ahead and calm the rest of his team as he slowly gains a little bit more map knowledge as he trudges through the back of the sites. Zach, nice push through apps though. Timing is really good for him towards this site, although you do have Index and Stacky on it. He's going to immediately get caught out. Not even making it to pit, he falls. But still a valiant effort nonetheless. Almost a team ace too. Rose gets the op once again. And it looks like it'll be AKs across the board for Togglers. Gotta make something out of this. DeProyce and Beta, only one kill to them. Togglebub still killless on the game. It's just Lurf really making any noise for this Toggler side. Gotta do something. Bomb is dropped by the entrance of Banana. Rose, a blind wallbait kill on a Tuggle, and that's just salt in the wound. Lurf attempting to push through apps, but the nade comes in, and that's a lot of damage. Beta Xander getting the double though into Bear Shark and Index. He's going to slowly walk out. He knows that he's out, at least over towards Spoilers, but he's going to push. And Rose sweeping all the way through Church with the op. Xander's all by himself though. He's between a rock and a hard place. The timing is perfect. Oh, but the refrag is good as well. Stacky with two and Pyro with one of his own.
I imagine if I was just going to say, I imagine if production shows us the HUD there for the utility damage, you're going to see some heavy numbers on the CT side. Some of those grenades were just missiles, heat-seeking missiles. Yeah, look at that. The Bear Shark with 110 utility damage in just 4 rounds. That's definitely some missiles right there.
Yeah. Throwing bombs like Tim Tebow. Now, where's Rose? Not gonna push up towards mid. Oh, aggressive push. The Bear Shark gets 2. Index with 2 as well. And that just leaves Lurf. He's able to take down Index. And Bear Shark to crack open this site. Gets a plant as well, which is really good. But he's going to find off a wave of 3 CTs. 2 AKs and a sniper rifle. Now with all the util expended, the stacking nose is going to be able to charge. Pyro with the smoke spray takes him down. Yeah, oh my goodness, almost going to find the bomb for a second there.
It seems to be a common CS2 problem for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just extra detail and different lighting, but I never had as much problem in CSGO finding the bomb as I do in CS2. It just seems to be a little bit more of a hidden object.
No, yeah, it's definitely like the color palette of like the map, especially on Inferno. It's very bright, so like that flashing of light sometimes doesn't catch your eye until it's too late. Especially like where it was planted in like a really weird off angle, where you normally wouldn't be looking, and especially in like the direct sunlight. If your gamma's turned up, sometimes you just straight up don't see it. Zach taking a lot of utility damage as well. Mollies go out. Index gets himself. Off does not connect through mid. Rose still has yet to get a pick on mid. This boost by Beta Xander and company looks really good though. It doesn't matter. Bear Shark pops Zach's head off. Index trying to go for an aggressive push as well towards Carter, gets absolutely denied. And Stacky takes down Lurf as well, but not before Lurf takes down Pyro. 1-for-1s all across the board. Drake still have the man advantage, and they will keep it. A 3-on-1, just Tugglebub.
Counter-terrorists win.
Rose with a poke with the op takes down Tuggle as well. Not even able to get the plant. They lose bomb and banana. Man, this is a really, really ugly half for Tilted Togglers.
I think Drakes are just showing us they know how to play defense on this map. I mean, look at the ADR, 125, 121, 115. I mean, when you get down to your 4th best player here and he's got 86 ADR, you know you're packing the damage really heavy here on this map. And, like, what do you even say at this point? They're playing it perfectly. They got the grenades, they got the positioning. Yeah, some rounds got a little bit close, but it doesn't matter. A W is a W, and they're taking all of them.
And it's crazy because they're not really doing anything terribly special. It's just the defaults are getting a red to the T. Stacky. Oh, Stacky, the swing out from Boiler takes down 2. Lurp with the trade, but man, a 1-on-2 scenario. And bomb was all the way down by T spawn. He's got plenty of time to run for it. But the Bear Shark might, okay. Let's say if he turns around and goes towards the T spawn, he could check the bomb. But Lurf, ready, walking, and ever so patient. He's got plenty of time to work with this as well.
He doesn't know. The call should have been to go B, but he doesn't know. He can't know it.
If it's say, he's probably going to think that they're going to split the sights open. But Bear Shark, oh, the time to catch him out. Oh, Lurf. It's now 1v1 scenario. 15 HP. He's got about 30 seconds as well. Doesn't matter. Index with a nice little pixel peek from Library gets the final kill, and that is another solid round for the Drakes. A little ugly towards the end, and I'm honestly I'm surprised he didn't swap over towards B site. He had time to completely rotate.
My guess is that he thought that the first player, the one in mid, he's got to be the guy that's set to watch A site, and the other guy has got to still be on B site. And so he continued. And you know what? He probably would have gotten the plant if he had more health, because it wasn't a headshot. He could have made it to the site.
Yeah, he only had 15 HP, so yeah, that's a tall order to ask. And they haven't taken a single timeout this entire game. I think they took what, 1, maybe 2 timeouts in the previous game. So interesting strategies coming out. They've been playing very defaulty. They've been getting shut down. They haven't opted to take any single timeouts. I don't know how Tuggle spots him out. Maybe he was calmed out by Lerf. They might have heard him get cinched from like a single point of damage from the molly that threw, but my god. That's a pretty good opening pick. Now they get the main advantage. 4 on 5. And Rosé's got a lot of damage to him from the op as well. Holding on to it though. CT's still spread all throughout. Not opting to take either site just yet. Ooh, and that smoke is going to be crucial. DeProyce is debating whether they push through this or not. And they're going to go for it. Lerf making a lot of noise towards A site, trying to draw them over. As the Bear Shark has to hold on against 4 teams. But the rotate's coming in as well. Rosé all the way by CT spawn. Tugglebub takes down the Bear Shark, but the rest of the T's are already here, ready to swarm in. A lot of initial chip damage onto Zach as well from the nade. Ooh. Tuggle, quick kill onto Index. And at this point, the CTs just might try to save this. And it's crazy because they're up 7-0, but their economy still isn't that great. So if they lose these 2 rifles, man, they'll go down. Tugglebub, nice spray down onto Pyro.
That abs kill was absolutely insane. Like the read on that, to know where he was, where to aim the deagle, and to start going for a wall bang that I'm sure many players don't even know exists like that. That was really good initiative by Tugglebub, and then he followed it up with some kills later on as well. I mean, I think he's really doing a good showing here on this this night. I mean, he's got a hard situation to play through, but he's showing that he could be a really good player in the right scenario.
Because he's 5-7 on the game, so it's not like he's completely lagging behind. It's just, they might get like 1 or 2 frags at the beginning of the round, but they just cannot commit. And even if they do get the bomb plant, their post plant scenarios have not been towards their favor either. Beta Zaner, nice opening kill on the Index though. Early in the round, and they're already a 4 at 5 advantage. Boys, a lot of damage on him though, down to 44 HP. They will collect the bomb now. A flash will go out. Rosé already opting to rotate towards this B site. And Chill Pyro might take a poke towards mid through the smoke. Maybe. He's going to get a face full of lead from Tugglebub. He's not careful. Falls all the way back towards site. And another smoke pushes this T all the way from top of banana towards mid once again. Collect a teammate. DeProyce with 2, cracking open this B site. CTs get a little aggressive and does not go to their favor. And they're setting themselves up immediately for this rotation of the last 2 CTs. Stacky's all the way over towards mid, so they're not committing towards this. This just chilled Pyro with MP9. He's just trying to farm some money out of this as well. Danger close towards this T side. He could get at least 1. Real. He gets 1. He gets 2. Not quite 3. Tugglebub with the trade. And Stacky is up against a 1-on-3. And he's just going to save the rifle. It's okay, you can throw it away. It's an M4A1S Night Terror. I hate those. Ugly ass skin.
Stat track.
Nah, I don't care, dude. It's a Night Terror, dude. Those trigger. They're so ugly. I hate it. It's like the Emphosaurus. It's just gross.
Well, counter terrorist buy is not going to be so good. So the Tilted Togglers have a chance now to get a 3rd round on the board. They just have to really worry about Mr. Stacky with that aforementioned M4A1S.
Yeah, the saved rifle is going to be what they play off of for here. They might go for an immediate swing. Oh, they go push towards mid. Okay. Ooh, nades rain down mid, and the spray down is good. Stacky with the one trade on to Deproyce. And Zach there to trade as well for the refrag. And it's off the Rose, which is a USPS. Runs away with the tail tucked between his legs, and rightfully so. Not going to do much out of this. Might try to pick up the rifle, but he's going to get a face full of 7.62 by 39 if he's not careful. Okay, he gets the M41S. I'll go up. Here's him running away. He's going to calm this towards his team as well. He can go for the hunt. Just let the others save onto the site. Looks like Zach will hold on towards mid control as well. Rose already in apps. Looking the wrong way. Tuggle with the final kill of the round. And that's a third on the board for Tilted Togglers. They want to make any sort of semblance for this first half. They've got to get these last 2 rounds.
It's entirely possible.
Oh, yeah, 100%. The buys are good. They've got money saved up. Even if they do lose, Togglebub has like 11K in the bank. Zach with 9.
The CTs have nothing left. $100 and or $50 to every player. That's it. So this is it. This is the, if you win this round and you're the Tilted Togglers, you've all but guaranteed the next round based on the economy alone. As long as you don't throw the next round, you've got the chance to go 7-5, and that's your gateway to winning this game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, let's say a 7-5 half after how disastrous the previous game was. You can't really be mad about it, but you've got to play smart. You know they've got to buy here. Even if it's ugly, it's something. Rose with the op as well. Got to be extra wary. Tugglebub pushing all the way towards Boiler. Might swing this out. Oh, he spots Pyro's. Yeah, he spots Pyro's elbow. And with that nade coming through, he knows there's one on the opposite side as well. One at short, one at long. Swing out, sees nothing. Rose trying to poke through the smoke. A little bit of nade chip damage. Ooh, and Deproyce gets aggressive with it, gets taken down the offer. The double swing with Tugglebub. Nice kill. Still up all 5 men on the T side. Bomb plant. Ooh, and through the smoke, my lord, Zach. Zach taking names. Index with the refract, though. Trying to get something out of this. Make them at least buy a little bit more into the next round. Albeit it doesn't really matter. And the CTs will opt to save, giving the Tilted Togglers the 4th round on the board for them. All in for the final round of the half. See if they can get that 8 on the board for the Drake side. Deproyce and company, or at least just Deproyce. He's going to go ahead and push through CT spawn. And Tuggle, a very slow peek. They catch nothing at the end of the round, but it's okay. Final round of the half is here. Plenty of money to go around for the T side. Lerf breaks out the op. I think that's the first time the T's have broken out the op this game. Maybe I'm mistaken. And a buy that could be, you know, more so desired by anything else. You've got an MP9 and FAMAS for Pyro and Stacky. But AKs and M4s for Index, Bear Shark, and Rose. Ooh, classic nade dunk takes a lot of damage onto Zach. And he's getting volleyed out. Oh my lord, that's a lot of damage. And doesn't matter. Index with the headshot as he decides to try to fall back. Bear Shark pushing very hard. Gets hit by Almeida with the opening kill. That with the refrag. Makes this a 3-on-4, but they get aggressive towards the A side. Deproyce cracking open this site. Rose with a spam through the smoke, gets a couple of connections, but no terrorists go down. And that frag almost got him a lot more damage. Now it's a 3-on-3 classic retake. You're training on refrag servers. This is what it's come down to, boys. Deny them the 5th. Deproyce onto index as well. That frees up a little bit of mobility. Lurk onto Rosé with the off. Make that 2 for him. Deproyce and Lurf, 2 for them. Beta Xander, 1 for him for the end of this round, and that brings them into a manageable 7-5 half. Drake's still up by 2, but Tilted Togglers come towards the CT side.
The key difference here, in my opinion, of the last few rounds is that Tilted Togglers started playing together. They started coordinating their efforts. They started running in groups of 3 and 4 and 5 sometimes. And they didn't need, look, you don't need to be the best player with the best aim. You don't need to be able to hit every shot. As long as you've got an army coming with you, you just need to be, you know, somewhat semi-capable with semi-capable teammates. And it's the other team suddenly that has to hit the shot every single time and to clear you out. And that's what you can do on the T side. So they did a fantastic job. Unfortunately, the question is, was it too little too late?
Be interesting to see this pistol round means so much for the CT side. Just USPS across the board, and that's a lot of damage on towards this T side. Smoke will go out, but they're already on site. Running headshot by Pyro onto Beta. Zach gets 1 for his troubles. Pyro gets a 2nd of the round. Bomb now going down. And Pyro might get aggressive with us into the smoke. Oh, he is danger close. Pogo Bub takes down Rosé. Nice headshot, though. It's going to be a 3-on-3 retake. Bump into each other. Oh, he takes out 1 with the util out. Chill Pyro. Oh, my lord. Getting 4. Might get the ace. Not quite. Pogo Bub denies the ace, but Index with the refrag finishes it off. And the Drakes take an 8th round on the board.
That shot by Chilled Pyro, I mean, that's a shot that makes you go, wait, what just happened? When he came flying around there and shot the guy CT with the Tech 9, I'm sure that rocked that guy right out of his chair. It's, you know, it looks really good from the perspective of the shooter, but I'm telling you, when you're on the receiving end of that, Counter-Strike isn't that much fun anymore.
Oh yeah, let's say smashing your desk, just grabbing your hand, thinking, why? And I take a little aggressive with some early util up towards the CT side of the name. Finds nothing. Chilled Pyro. Once again, nice kill onto Lurf and Stacky on Tugglebub. They're going to try to crack open this A site very quickly. And that's already 3 CTs down. And none of the T's have fallen on the Drake side. Scratch that, make it 4. And the Togglers are scratching their heads, wondering what the hell is going on. Zach with the USPS. Nothing else to his name. Gonna poke out, gets absolutely mollywopped by Index. Free money for him at this point. Especially with the SMG kill bonus. And now they decide to finally take a tactical timeout. Don't want the Drakes to get double digits on the board. You have a little bit of money. You can buy with this. Albeit not the prettiest buy in the world. We'll see what they come up with and how they stack the sites.
I think this is honestly going to come down more to how the Drakes play their T side than it is to how the Tilted Togglers play their CT side. Really, at this point, realistically, just the way the night's been going, this is Drake's game to win or lose. They just have to keep it together. Don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything flashy or risky. Just play together and play solid, fundamental Counter-Strike, and you should come out on top.
100%. I do agree. You've got a couple rounds to play with. Even if you do lose, it's not the end of the world. Toggles only have 5 on the board. And it's a little bit easier, less punishing on the T economy if you do lose anyway. Rosé breaking out the op, trying to poke towards there. Might get 1, not quite, misses the initial connection. Maybe he legged 1. Yeah, he legged 1. Lurf takes a lot of damage. Down to 18 HP. He's gonna go ahead and sit towards sight. Play a little bit more safe. Another poke through mid, gets nothing. Rosé, some peeking op shots towards Banana as well. Pyro goes down early thanks to Tugglebub's M4. Deproyce running away. Oh no, the T's bump into each other, and he's able to make it with his life. Here's the pushing 2. Not quite. Bear Shark getting a nice kill on Deproyce though. He's able to pick up the rifle too. And this is looking like another tough round for the Tilted Togglers. An absolute crunch onto this A site. Bomb will go down. It's off to Zach. He's got an M4A1S and a Dream. A single smoke to his name as well. And he's just going to hold towards Banana. Rose ready and waiting in case he does decide to push towards mid via Banana. But he's just chilling at car. Gonna see what he has. Yeah, this CT economy now is going to be looking really rough. Don't have that big loss bonus accumulated yet. It's already double digits for the Drakes. Oh, and Stacky takes down Zach. He can't even save the one gun for the next round. And that's just rubbing salt in the wound.
I think this is where some people question the current CT economy with MR12. Valve has done a little bit to try to make it easier. Now the main rifles, both the M4A1S and the M4A4, are both $2,900. They improved the accuracy and, you know, the performance of the FAMAS. They're trying to make it a little bit easier for the counter-terrorists, but, you know, there's not much you can do.
Yeah, there's not really much you can do. I think making the CT molly grenade a little bit more viable is really like the next step, because unless you have like 2 or 3 of them stacked side by side, mollying ladder ladder raining towards like beginning and midway and towards the edge of like Banana or something like that to completely cut off an entire section of a lane. Like, they're really not that useful. You can run through one and take maybe like 30 HP damage. Jake's will plant the bomb. Oh, and Stacky onto Beta Xander at the very bottom of Banana is looking rougher and rougher. And Rose, a wall bang on a Zach with the op. That secures round 11 for the Drakes. Come on, Togglers. You don't want to lose 2 13-5s in a row tonight. It's not what you want. You want to at least get 6. But I know this feeling all too well. My recruit team, we were 1 in I think 11. Season 15, that was rough. Makes me cry. Drake's taking a lot of util damage. Doesn't get spotted out. Beta's in a nice open kill onto the Bear Shark. More util getting traded back and forth towards the top of Banana. Consistent peak. And Beta with another molly out to dissuade them towards this initial push on Banana towards B site. Bomb and the rest of the Drakes are going to opt towards A site now. Smokes and mollies go out. Double molly through mid. It looks like Pyro's all the way towards the edge of perhaps towards pit. Rose can't connect to the op nor the frags. Rose taking a little bit of chip damage, and Pyro is waiting for the activation. Flash goes out. Oh, the sprays miss, and Lurf gets the kill onto Pyro and onto Stack. It's off to Rose and Index. Still both at mid, trying desperately to just finish this match. They're probably just going to save this. I say that. Another smoke out towards the left-hand side of mid entrance. And they're just going to fall back. They don't want to give up that op. They will fall back towards T-spawn as the ticker times down. 10 seconds off the clock. Yep, and they will find their home in T-spawn. Overall, not a bad round by the Tilted Togglers. Probably the first real solid round we've seen by them all game. They didn't lose a man. Lurf with 2, Beta Xander with 1. It would look like an actual formidable defense.
actually wonder if Drakes should call a timeout here and just, you know, delay the game a little bit, collect their thoughts, slow it down, get the pacing right. They seem to have the right idea of coming out of apps with the flashbang, but the spray was a little too panicked. I think they weren't, like, they were expecting the player there, but they weren't really fully mentally prepared for the spray, for getting it right, and it just kind of went a little wild from there. It was a round they really could have won.
It could have. Bear Shark and Index pushing hard towards this B-bomb site. Tugboat takes down Mr. Stacky very quickly. And Pyro opting to continue to push towards this apps, trying to make some noise. Bomb is still down over by T-spawn. Rose will pick it up. Oh, he spots it. Nice initial kill onto Lurf. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow. And that just begs the question: do you still rotate towards either side or what? But they're gonna hold fast, split the site 2 apiece. Frag will go out, and Zach eats the nade hard, down to 43 HP. Rest of the T's line up, and they're just gonna body B site. Pop a couple util nades. Just waiting for the time. There we go. Rotating in through CT. Xander with 1, but Index into Bear Shark take down the Beholders. Bomb will go down now, and it's going to be a 2-on-2 retake. Bear Shark with 1 HP in a dream. Rose will help the op. Rose goes down, and Bear Shark will as well. Tilted Togglers keeps themselves alive with this defuse, and a very nice retake. They'll save an up and an AK, and also plenty of util. They didn't expend any util on that retake, though, really.
They got plenty of money now. Everyone remembers over like 6K now. 2 This is fantastic. This is your chance to get a little bit back into it. Remote chance, but it's still there, and it's serious. Drakes now feel the need to call the timeout, slow it down. I'm not bad. I think you should do it, but last round, I think it might have been a little bit better to push the tilted togglers off base a little bit. It might work here. It's we'll have to see. Their buy is good. It looks like they're even pulling out an op on T side. So we're gonna have to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I think this is only the second time Rose's bought the op on the T side. The only second or third time. He hasn't really played with that much. He's been playing with AKs for the most part, or picked up rifles, whatever they need, depending on the economy. So it'll be interesting to where he decides to post up and get a peek. He did try to push through Banana and get some opening picks earlier with it whenever the rest of the team was pushing towards apps.
And, you know, the Bear Shark actually had bought a Mac 10, and I wonder if his teammates talked to him or if he thought better of it because he sold it and got the AK.
I think he's looking at like the rest of the team's economy. You got like 1,300, 2,250, and oh my goodness, Beta Center's Zach. Nice initial kills over towards Banana site. Absolutely. Oh, and Rose with the trade onto Zach though. That makes this a little bit more expensive towards the CTs. But Tugglebubb gets paid. Oh, Mr. Stacky, my brother in Christ, you've absolutely demolished these guys on the A site. Bomb will go down. It only takes one man with an M4, or I should say an AK, with only just a handful of 7.62 by 39, and they've already taken the site. And this almost might be match point. It's going to be a 2-on-3 retake. Depois and Beta, both with AKs. Stacky with the trade, though, onto Beta. So 1-on-2. Depois knows there's one more over in apps. Time is ticking as well. He has a kit, but he does not know where Pyro is exactly. Hasn't spotted him out yet. Pyro lays patiently in wait. Gets the kill, and the round makes his match point for the Drakes. And the Togglers, they have not the greatest of buys. Enough for something. Deproyce can split the money for some extra nades or rifles, depending on if someone needs an extra buy. Only real question I have is a lack of util for Zach. He's got a single flash.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it. Go hard or go home. This is the make it or break it. another classic double split from B and A side. Oh, elbow is peaked. But Beta somehow makes it out alive. Bear Shark onto DeProyce though. That's the opening kill for the round. 2 on 2 now. Oh, Rose threw the smoke on a Tuggle, and Zach gets a refrag on an Index though. And both Beta and Zach have to now just make their way towards across CT spawn. Bomb will go down, and time is not on their side. A 2 on 4 retake, and this is going to be really quick and really ugly. Smoke will go out towards the library as well. Double swing. Does not go through. Beta Sander swings by himself and gets absolutely demolished. Rose with the refrag on a Zach as well. And that will end it. Tilted Togglers go 0-2 for the night. 7-13 against the Drakes. Another tough pill to swallow. And for the Drakes, that means they are 3-4 on the season. Looking a little bit better than their first couple of games on the season where they went 0-3. This will instill a little bit of confidence coming in towards their Thursday game against the card counters. And as far as for the Tilted Togglers, you got to be scratching your heads, thinking to yourself, what can I do better?
They don't have a lot of time. They don't have a lot of time to figure it out. We're getting near the end of the season here, and
you've got 4 games left, and you've got one on Thursday against match day 9 against Lotus.
It's going to be a tough battle for them. I mean, obviously, yeah, you do what you can, and I think they should. But I mean, it can't get much worse. They are literally on the bottom of the leaderboard now in Challenger.
Yeah, looking at those standings for the Challenger tier of play, they're 1-6. I mean, their round differential isn't the worst. Like, it's only like -19. It's not the worst in the world. But I mean, like,
well, now it updated. Now we see that 1-7 round differential -25.
Okay, yeah, that's okay, yeah, that's gonna be a kick in the pants. Yeah, you've got to. I mean, at that point, you've got to take tomorrow, talk to your GM and your AGM and your coach, and be like, "Hey, man, set everyone down, and watch the tapes. What could have gone differently?" Because I mean, it's not like they played a terrible game, especially with this last one on Inferno. It was just their plays were very defaulty. They were getting read pretty hard. They didn't have any. They didn't have any detours for in case if their original plan went south. They tried some, but you know, admittedly they didn't try anything too extravagant, and what they did try just didn't stick to the walls. Very unfortunate for them. And let's see, this brings up the Drakes over towards 5th place, middle of the pack, 3-4. The round differential is only -6. Not bad. And Argonauts are up 3rd place.
Yeah, Lotus, as you were saying, and that is, I mean, that's actually doable. Again, they can, because Lotuses have not had a fantastic season either. So they could begin a slight comeback. I mean, remember, it's that, that whole adage about you got 2 people in the woods, you don't have to outrun the bear that's chasing you, just have to outrun the guy next to you. They only have to get into 10th place, from 12th. So Tilted Togglers has a pathway to the playoffs, I'm sure, but it's just going to be difficult.
Yeah, Starling Company, like from 7th place all the way down, only have 2 wins. So there's still a lot of spots open, but now is where you got to put the gas pedal to the floor and really collect yourselves. And you got to go hard, because I mean, every next round that you play could be your last. And you don't want to go out with a whimper. You want to go out with a bang. You want to go out into you want to get into the playoffs, not be 11th or 12th in the standings, and just be sitting on the sidelines wondering, hey, what happened? Like, what happens if I get there? You don't want to be that guy. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Drakes, man, they had a hell of a game.
They did. Their CT side actually had some really nice elements to it, where they had the reads and they threw the grenades, right where they needed to be. I would capitalize on that if I could. I would, hopefully they watch the demo back and really get an idea what were they doing right and what were they doing wrong. And if they fix those things, they can probably start looking at being a little bit more competitive towards the top teams, especially once you start getting to the playoffs. You're gonna, I mean, you look at the top teams now, like those guys really want it. We saw a little bit of Argonauts. I think they're fourth place. We
They're
saw
third
them
now.
earlier. Yeah, and it's like, okay, you know, you really have to show up, with minimal mistakes in the playoffs when you get serious teams that really, really want to win it.
Yeah, and for the Drake side as well, that makes them 2-1 for Inferno. So, I mean, they've obviously had a lot more practice than Tilted Togglers have, and this just goes to show, like, you're gonna have to look for a potential immediate ban pick for the Inferno side if you're going up against Drakes. They face against card counters on Thursday, and
That's going to be a
good
tough
practice
one.
as well. Yeah, I was about to say card counters. Yeah, I was about to say they're 5-1 on the season so far. But that will do it for us for the night. I am your friendly neighborhood Smokey, and alongside me, the great and wonderful Bible Clinger, our lovely observer, Mr. Cameron King. The BNC streams should still be up and running. So if you want to still have some good old-fashioned CSC Counter-Strike, they should still have a couple of good, exciting games playing for you. We appreciate you taking your time out here on the A stream. We should have at least one stream up on Thursday. I don't know necessarily who's going to be playing, but we should at least have one stream coming up. Should be pretty good match. Barring no reschedules, we should have one match on Thursday starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. If we do have a reschedule coming in towards the play, we'll start probably around 9 p.m., kind of like how we did tonight. I don't know if anything is in the works for a potential reschedule, so I think it's just going to be one match on Thursday. But anyway, that will be it for us tonight. Appreciate everyone coming out and having fun with us tonight, watching some good old-fashioned Counter-Strike. Some highs, some lows, but all around, get the frags where you can get them. Appreciate everyone coming out. Everyone have a great night. Appreciate it.